He's alive!
Right? That's the Son of Frankenstein figure that Mego recently released and I recently purchased.
And we've seen the movie recently, too.
Yeah.
Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times now, and that is why today I'll be inking up a mock movie poster for the film.
All right, then.
All right, let's go. Now, the reasons we're doing this project are threefold.
Threefold?
Yes, Michelle, threefold. One, of course, is because we just picked up that fantastic action figure.
Yeah, I think that's, the third or fourth Frankenstein figure we have here?
Yeah, and I know you're a Frankenstein fan.
I am.
Well, those are my dolls, so hands off. The second reason we're turning this into a mock movie poster is to celebrate this cast. Look at this: Basil Rathbone, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi.
They only hired actors with B names.
I know. I mean, I checked. That's all of them.
Right.
Basil, Boris, Bela, these guys, film legends, horror icons.
All in one movie.
Yeah, and we'll talk about this movie in a bit. And the third reason we're doing this project is, well, first, you know that I have already inked a Frankenstein monster on video when we first started this channel.
I do remember. I like that one.
Yeah, but you know what I'm always saying.
Rub my feet?
No, what? No, rub my feet. No, we say, practice makes progress.
Oh, yes.
And it's why we started this channel,
Right.
so we could get better at the things we wanted to get better at. You know, we're both trying to improve at a few different things.
Yeah, and I think we have made some progress on a few things.
Yeah, I do too. So I thought it might be fun and productive and on message to do a quick comparison between the two Frankensteins at some point during this video.
Oh, yeah.
And see if it, if any progress has been made. Also, I might throw some simple digital color on at the end, so we'll see how that looks.
Oh, good. That'll be interesting. This will be fun.
Rub my feet. Okay, so this movie, Son of Frankenstein, starts out strong with Basil Rathbone, Sherlock Holmes himself, in the role of Baron Wolf von Frankenstein, the son of Frankenstein.
Right.
And he's traveling with his wife and child back to their ancestral home.
Yes, and they pull him to Frankenstein Station.
Frankenstein Station!
The town that was terrorized by the Frankenstein monster has, for some reason, adopted the name of the doctor that they all despise.
Right! They hate the original Dr. Frankenstein
Yes.
for the terror that he unleashed upon them.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet.
Oh, right.
And when Wolf Frankenstein gets off the train,
Yes.
the whole town is waiting there.
There's a giant crowd.
Yes, and he thinks he's going to be welcomed.
Right.
Like he's about to make a speech. But no.
No! The crowd is literally like, this Frankenstein dude is sus. One local farmer is like, that son of a Frankenstein is extremely sketch.
Is that what they
These are actual
say?
lines from the movie. There's even an old woman in a black shawl who's like, ask me, Frankenstein's going to Frankenstein.
Because they are convinced this guy is going to be just as horrible as his father.
Right. But he assures them all, and the Burgermeister Meisterburger, that he is only there to clear his father's name.
Right, but then he teams up with Bela Lugosi, who's a criminal, who was hanged,
Yes.
but somehow survived.
Yeah, Igor the grave robber. And his head is on a crazy tilt because he's got a permanently broken neck and a bad attitude. And then Igor takes Frankenstein to where the original monster's body is hidden.
Oh, yeah.
And look, I'm about to drop a spoiler.
Okay.
83 years in the making.
Right.
They basically get the monster up and running again.
Here's another spoiler. It's Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff?
Reprising his iconic role.
Yes.
And things go off the rails, and the madness starts all over again.
Why doesn't anyone ever listen to the angry mob?
No.
Angry mobs are so often correct.
Maybe not, actually.
Maybe not.
But that old lady basically had it right. Frankenstein's gonna Frankenstein.
All right, let's talk about process just a little.
Okay.
If I'm going to compare this Frankenstein piece to the one we did back in 2020, I should address that at that point, I was really just getting back into using fine liners. I was trying brush pens also for the first time.
Because you had been inking and coloring completely digitally at that point.
Yeah. So my technique on that first piece was mostly me getting the hang of hatching with pens on paper to create tones and texture. But now at this point in time, just a couple years later, I have moved on to brushed inks and ink washes.
Yeah.
So what would have seemed much too daunting at that point. I never would have tried that at that point.
Right.
Now it seems like a very comfortable option to me.
Oh, good.
But even with the ink wash now, as with the pens back then, I am always learning. It is a constant effort to get better at using these tools.
Yes. I like the way that the ink wash works with that. What is that furry carpet thing he wears in this movie?
I have no idea.
Right?
I don't think he was wearing a rug at the end of Bride of Frankenstein,
No,
right?
I don't think so.
Maybe Igor made this for him.
Maybe
he's into latch hook. But here, the furry tunic is textured with brush pen for the deep blacks.
Okay.
And then a little more with the wash. With that first Frankenstein piece I did, I remember now, I think we were testing out those new gel pen fine liners.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That did not work out at all.
Yeah.
And it made the hatching really choppy and difficult.
Oh, I think we threw those away.
I did throw those away, and I know it's a poor mad scientist who blames the abnormal brain for his failed experiment. Nevertheless, I stacked the odds in my favor this time as far as materials go.
Oh, good.
And I mixed up 3 different values of ink wash, dark, medium, and light. I just wanted to make the toning of this image go a lot more smoothly.
Oh, Lionel Atwill.
Yes.
He was amazing in this movie.
He was.
He played Inspector Krogh, the head of the police force, and he had that mechanical arm.
Yeah, because Frankenstein's monster had ripped his arm off decades earlier.
I loved his character.
Yeah.
And he was in a bunch of Universal horror movies, and he's great in every one of them.
He really is. I took one last look at this after I was done, and I decided that the title needed a drop shadow to give it some weight.
Nice. It also gives it a classic horror movie look.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at the finished piece and do some comparisons. I like this a lot.
Good.
You did such a great job laying down texture with the wash.
It's not terrible.
And it looks like a movie poster. I would hang this on my wall.
All right, let's see if practice makes progress. Let's compare Frankensteins.
A few weeks ago, you did a Fantastic Four illustration, and you said that that's how you would do it now.
Right.
But in a year's time, you might do it differently.
Yeah, and we even had a commenter suggest that we do another Fantastic Four in a year to see how it turns out.
Right.
But really, this is virtually the same thing. 2 images, 2 Frankensteins,
Right.
2 years apart, and my natural inclination was to approach them in completely different ways.
I like them both.
Yeah.
I think they're both exactly what you intended at the time. But I can also see the progress you made with the inking.
Good Lord, the YouTube experiment worked.
Right?
I'm actually improving.
Yes.
Oh, here's Frank with a little color added.
Oh, nice.
It's just 3 simple desaturated colors.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to see what it would look like in color.
Yeah, I like it both ways. But I always enjoy seeing the black and white art. It feels like I can see the process more clearly.
Same. So, you like the way it turned out.
Yes.
I like the way it turned out.
Good.
Tiny Migo Frankenstein likes the way it turned out. I hope everybody else liked the way it turned out.
Yeah.
I would call this progress.
So would I.